Ready? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Babu Ahkamil Miyahi. From there, the chapter of the laws of water. Al Faslul Awwalu, the first chapter. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يبولن أحدكم في الماء الدائم الذي لا يجري ثم يغتسل فيه متفق عليه وفي رواية لمسلم قال لا يغتسل أحدكم في الماء الدائم وهو جنب قالوا كيف يفعل يا أبا هريرة قال يتناوله تناولا. Narrated from Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that none of you should urinate in stagnant water which doesn't flow. Then after that make ghusl from it. Muttafaq alayh. And in the riwayat for Muslim, he said none of you should wash to take a ghusl in stagnant water whilst in halat janabat. They said how should he do then? Because now he needs the water. So he said he must take it hand by hand. You understand it? So the same thing I told you, you put your hand in the water without the intention of cleansing your hand. Rather, is your intention is to use the water, then that doesn't make the water musta'mal. Right. Now, some ulama say that just as you shouldn't urinate in stagnant water, likewise you shouldn't urinate in flowing water or what is called ma'i kathir. Because if you're going to urinate in flowing water, others will see you and they will also urinate. Then that flowing water will also change. Everybody's defecating and urinating in water, even if it's flowing. It's going to change it. You understand it? So therefore they say the prohibition for not urinating in stagnant water now is not permissible, right? And then in the flowing water there's makruh now. Now it's makruh. Nevertheless, they say at night though you mustn't go urinate by the watering places because of the jinnat. The jinnat that's frequent there. You understand? They normally where there's only water, where the animals in it go drink. Now you go out in the middle of the desert or in the jungle or on the outskirts. You go there alone now, and you go and relieve yourself there. Then jinnat can harm you. You understand it? Right. وعن جابر رضي الله عنه قال نهى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يبال في الماء الراكد رواه مسلم. Narrated from Hazrat Jabir radiallahu anhu said Nabi Karim prohibited that it be urinated in stagnant water. Muslim has narrated this hadith. وعن السائب بن يزيد قال ذهبت بي خالتي إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقالت يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن ابن أختي وجع فمسح رأسي ودعا لي بالبركة ثم يتوضأ فشربت من وضوئه ثم قمت خلف ظهره فنظرت إلى خاتم النبوة بين كتفيه مثل زر الحجلة متفق عليه. Narrated from Hazrat Sa'ib ibn Yazid, he said that my aunt, my khala, mother sister, went with me to Nabi Karim. So she said, oh Nabi Karim, indeed the son of my sister, my nephew, right? He is sick, right? In other words, so you bring now, he's sick, you must make some dua for him. So he passed his hand over my head, right? And he made dua for me for barakah. Then he made wuzu, then I drank from his wuzu water. Then I stood behind his back and I looked to the seal of prophethood between his shoulder blades, the likeness of the button, right? Of the button on the curtain canopy of the bride. So when the bride gets married and they have that thing, that big bed with a curtain on top. Maybe that's how they have it in the Arabs. You understand? Even here too. So you'll have maybe a bed when they get married for the first night. Then they'll have like a bed and they'll have like a curtain over it like that, that white curtain like that. So there's that knob there to tie that curtain. You understand? So that seal of prophethood that was on the between the shoulder blades of Nabi Akram Sam would look like that knob there. You understand it? Like that button. So either this hadith, now if you look at this hadith, so either it means that he drank the leftover water of Nabi Akram Sam after eating the leftover in the bucket, or either he drank the water that came from the limbs from Nabi Akram Sam out of barakat, for barakat. You understand it? Right. Uh, so the one this seal of prophethood between the shoulder blades of Nabi Karim Sam was also a proof of his prophethood, and they call it the Muhrin Nabuwat. And this Nabi the other Anbiya alayhi salam, they would tell their people, and it was in their books, that this will be one of the signs of the prophethood of Nabi Karim sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right. So when it comes to this Muhrin Nabuwat, the ulama say what was written in there was wahdahu la sharika lah. You understand it? And and the other thing that was written in that seal there, tawajjah haythuma kunta fa innaka mansur. That go in whichever wherever you wish, wherever you are, move wherever you are, you will be assisted. Wherever you are, you'll be assisted. So that was to be written there inside that Mohre Nubuwat. When did this Mohre Nubuwat, when did it come on Nabi Karim Sallam? There are different opinions. Some say when they split his chest and they washed his heart in Zamzam, there's a time the Mohre Nubuwat came. Some say it came just after birth, and some say he was born with it. Right. Al-Faslu Thani. And Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu qala su'ila Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam عن الماء يكون في الفلاة من الأرض وما ينوبه من الدواب والسباع فقال إذا كان الماء كلتين لم يحمل الخبث رواه أحمد وأبو داود والترمذي والنسائي والدارمي وابن ماجه وفي أخرى لأبي داود فإنه لا ينجس. Right. Therefore, Ibn Umar said Nabi Akram was asked about water which is in the jungle from the earth and that which comes up to that water from the animals, from the livestock, right? And animals of prey. So he said when the water is 2 kullas, I think 2 kullas about 200 liters. I just check up properly. Right? 2 kullas, that's the minimum water for Imam Shafi rahmatullah. Then it doesn't carry any najis. In others, nothing can make it najis when it's so much. Naiba Ahmad and Abu Dawud and Tirmidhi and Nasai and Darami Ibn Majah. And in other riwayat for Abu Dawud, فَإِنَّهُ لَا يَنْجَسُ, it doesn't become najis. You understand? When it comes to this hadith here now, there's lots of discussion of the ulama, and they have ikhtilaf that is this hadith sahih or isn't it hadith sahih, right? Nevertheless, ulama write here that this hadith is against the consensus of the Sahaba Ikram, because once in the Zamzam, an Abyssinian uh, 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 fell and died, right? So Abdullah ibn Zubayr and Abdullah ibn Abbas gave the hukam that all the water must be removed, right? And this was in the presence of all the Sahaba Ikram, and none of them objected to that. So which means there's a consensus, right? Imam Tahawi rahmatullahi says, and he's also for muhaddis for the Hanafi Maslak, right? He says this hadith of kullatain, even if it is sahih, right? And however, our ulama have not made amal on it for the reason that kulla has many meanings. The word kulla has many meanings. I'm not going to go through all that now, but it has many meanings. So that's also another reason that they say that why they don't make amal on this hadith. So nevertheless, when it comes to what is Ma'ul Khalil and Ma'ul Kathir, right? So Ma'ul Khalil, according to Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi, is that the water which if najasat falls in it, it changes. Then it's Ma'ul Khalil. If it doesn't change, then it's Ma'ul Kathir. And Imam Ahmad and Imam Shafi say 2 kullas, kullatain. There you go with this. And Imam Buhanifa rahmatullah, he says Ma'ul Khalil and Ma'ul Kathir difference is that if something uh, uh, if you shake the water on the one side of the pond and it doesn't shake on the other side, then that will be Ma'ul Kasir. If it shakes on the other side, it'll be Ma'ul Kalil. Right? And then they further made it easy for us where they say 10 by 10 uh, Zirai Kirbas, which I told you is this one was now 7 of this year. So 10 by 10 of that. So basically, it's about 21 square meters. And that 21 square meters, now how do you work out 21 square meters? 5 meters by 4 meters. So 5 times 4 is 20. So you need a little bit more than 20. So 5 meters by 4.5 will cover it. You understand it? So you can have 5 by 4.5 or 6 by 3, 3.5. You can, it doesn't have to be 5 by 4. It can be 6 or 8 by by 3. You understand? Something like that. All that will cover it. والنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال قيل يا رسول الله نتودأ من بير بضاعة ويبير يلقى فيها الحيز ولحوم الكلاب والنتن فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الماء طهور لا ينجسه شيء رواه أحمد بالترمذي وأبو داود والنسائي. From Abu Sa'id Khudri Rajul said that it was asked of Nabi Akram, can we make wuzu from the well of Buda'a? And it was a well in which all the the the, the things of haze, the pads, so basically the woman used the pads, right? So those days they used to do a cloth. They use a cloth. So they should throw that, they say, in the well, right? And the flesh of dogs, the dog died maybe in there, and all other dirt. The Nabi Karim said, indeed, the water, it cleanses. Nothing will make it najis, right? So Bire Budata was a well in Medina. And it was such a well which the gutter used to run to it. You understand it? So if you look at the hadith, you're thinking, no, the people should throw us in the well. No, they never should throw it direct. People won't do that. How can you throw your dirt in the well? Like nowadays, people just throw everything in the toilet. They think that's a bottomless pit. So you throw everything. You understand? Even the women folk, they just throw that stuff inside. Then the toilet must get blocked. They think you throw it, it disappears by miracle. You understand it? So here also these Sahaba Ikram and the ladies Sahaba, they won't throw those things into the well directly. They threw it where the rubbish is. And it so happened that now the gutter runs past there, and then the water mixes a little bit, touches it, and then comes and it flows into that well. So therefore Nabi Karim said, Al-Ma'u tahurun la yunajjisuhu shay. Right? So this well now is a famous well, and it was very big, and it had flowing water. That's why Nabi Akram said it. Al-Ma'u tahurun la yunajjisuhu shay. You understand it? Because this was flowing water. So that water which has come by the gutter and go into it could not make it najis. And therefore the Ahnaf says that a well which is flowing is the same as like a stream. You understand it? Like a flowing stream. Right. وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال سأل رجل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال يا رسول الله إن نركب البحر ونحمل معنا القليل من الماء فإن تودأنا به عطشنا أفنتودأ بماء البحر فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم والطهور ماؤه والحل ميتته رواه مالك والترمذي وأبو داود والنسائي وابن ماجه والدارمي. Right. Now, Abu Hurairah said that a man asked Nabi Karim Sam, and he said, Nabi Karim Sam, we travel on the ocean and we carry with us little water. If we make wuzu with that water, we will be thirsty. Shall we make wuzu with the water of the ocean? So Nabi Karim Sam said, it is pure. Its water is a cleanser. You understand? It is pure. And its dead is also halal. The dead of the ocean, narrated by all these scholars here, right? And now we come here. So, nevertheless, from this we understand here that all the dead of the ocean is halal. But what Ahnaf says, only the fish. They say only fish. أُحِلَّتْ لَنَا مَيْتَتَانِ السَّمَكُ وَالْجَرَادُ. There are two things that's halal for us, which dies, you understand, without being slaughtered, is the fish and the locust, right? So they say that only the fish. But that fish that dies in the water and pulls up then it bloats up most. It comes up to the top. That is also not halal for Ahnaf. It is that fish that you caught and you took it out of the water, whether you catch it with a hook or whether you catch it with a net. You took it out and it died. Then it died. You understand? There's the fish is halal. So that's like it's slaughtering by taking it out of the water. Okay, but you took it out of the water. Main thing why it died because it was taken out of the water. But that fish that dies in the water, Hanaf said that one is also not halal. Okay, leave it till then.